Hello everyone, this is Khaled Engineer, third year EC department, R&D Engineering College.
I am Harini from EC third year RMD Engineering College. With the guidance of our counselor, Santoshni ma'am, assistant professor, we have done a mini project on transmission lines. This is the FalseStat software which we have used. In this software, circuits can be designed and the outputs can be seen in the simulation waveform. It has file where we have new blank circuit where the actual circuits which is not pre-designed can be designed. It also has save as option. The edit option gives us the accessibility to undo, redo, cut, copy, paste, and further such options. The draw has both the active and passive components of an electronic circuit, like wires, resistors to transistors. The scope has stack all option where the output waveforms is being stacked. It also has combine all and separate all functions. The options is used to denote what are the values that has to be displayed on the monitor. For example, the voltage or power, either of these can be chosen. When the power is chosen, the voltage is not being displayed. It has a lot of pre-designed circuits where transmission lines has a 10 circuits that is being already pre-designed. We are going to see some of these circuits briefly in this video.
See the circuits available. So it consists of almost all types of circuits. The basics, Ohm's law and all that. The passive filters, the diodes, op amps, and the MOSFETs. The logical families, and the half adder and full adder and the combinational logic, also the analog and digital circuits, power converters. And moving on to the transmission lines. So this is a simple circuit using a transmission line. Normally, analyzing a circuit, the length of a wire is not important. But in this case, the frequency is high enough that the time it takes electrical energy to cross the transmission line is longer than a single cycle. You can actually see the values in the bottom. And we can also adjust the simulation speed and current speed here. The next one is a standing wave. So this is also a transmission line circuit. So the wave goes across the transmission line and is reflected at the other end because the line is not terminated properly. This creates a standing wave on the line, which is a wave that oscillates but does not appear to travel. So it is actually a combination of two waves, the initial and the reflected wave traveling in opposite directions. So in the scope, you can see that the peak voltage across the resistor, it actually doubles as the wave is reflected, like exactly 4 nanoseconds after the oscillation starts. We can actually click the reset button and check that out. You can see the time here. Oh, here it is. So the next one is the third one, termination. So this is a simple circuit showing various ways to terminate a transmission line. Okay, so the characteristic impedance of these lines is 75 ohms, all the 4 lines. And the top line, it is actually properly terminated with a 75 ohm resistor at each end, at both ends. Okay, so as a result, the pulse travels across and is absorbed at the right end. This is the most efficient way to terminate a line since it minimizes reflections that obviously wastes energy. And the second line is terminated with a resistor that is too large. It has a 100K resistor. Okay, and causing the wave to be reflected and absorbed at the other end. The third line is terminated with the resistance that is too small, causing the wave to be reflected negatively. Okay, and the fourth line, it is terminated improperly at both the ends. You can see this, and causing the wave to reflect back and forth for a while. That is also indicated. So moving on to the next one, mismatched lines. So this is a simple circuit showing three mismatched lines. Okay, so mismatched lines in the sense this is a 75 ohm transmission line, and this is 500 ohm, and this is 75 ohm again. So the two lines at the ends are 75 ohms, and the middle line is 500 ohms. So the waves traveling down the line are reflected at transmission line boundaries. The next one is so this is a simple circuit showing two mismatched lines. Okay, and the first line is 75 ohms, and the second line is 500 ohms. So the waves traveling down the first line is reflected at the boundary, causing a standing wave on the line, which is a wave that oscillates but does not appear to travel. This is actually the combination of two waves, the initial and the reflected wave traveling in opposite directions. So the second line is properly terminated, so there is no reflection on that. So over to Harini for rest of the circuits.
L section. In this circuit, impedance matching to minimize reflections is achieved by making the load impedance equal to the source impedance. The L section is nothing but a combination of inductor and capacitor circuit. There is another form of impedance matching circuit named shunt stub. Shunt stub is nothing but a short section of transmission lines which are used in the place of L section. Two transmission lines with different characteristic impedances are matched with this shunt stub. With impedance matching, more power is delivered to the load. This is a low pass filter. This shows a low pass filter made out of series of transmission lines of varying lengths and impedances. The input source sweeps through a range of frequencies to show the response. High frequencies are cut off. For example, a frequency of 4 gigahertz or more. This is an example of light switch, where the wires are treated as transmission lines. When you hit the switch, it takes a while for the light and the source to get the message. Of course, in real life, it takes more than a nanosecond to flip a switch.
This Falstad Circuit Simulator is a Java-based online tool for creating and simulating electronic circuits. It is actually a very simple and user-friendly interface, especially for the beginners. So this does it. It has a lot of library of example circuits to which the standard components can be added and altered to create almost any circuit. And we've seen a lot of examples right now. So the circuit animations can be turned on and off to indicate the current flow, voltage, and power, etc. So allowing the user to experiment and see the effect of changes that make to the circuit. So it is not only good tool for drawing circuits but also for testing and explaining the electronic components. So everyone do try this out. Thank you.